my topic is about personality. I think there is many topics, many interesting topics about personality, but I chose, among other things, introversion and extroversion as my topics. So this is my table of contents. So I divided my presentation into 4 sections, like introduction and the meaning of the introversion and extroversion, and properties of introversion and extroversion, and exclusion. And I subdivide them into 8 subsections. So introduction and black ones are subsections. And I think I hope that the time limit is about 10 minutes. So I think it is appropriate to spend 1 minute per subsection. So introduction. I think some people are not accustomed to the terms extroversion and introversion. But if you see this picture, that is the picture that I found on Google. You may grasp the meaning of introversion and extroversion. The people who is extroverted is called extrovert, and the people who is introverted person is called introvert. So here is the saying. I'm staying tonight. They say the same thing, but extrovert feel depressed while introvert feel happy. So that's the usual difference between extrovert and introvert. So before starting the discussion, I want to investigate the meaning of the introversion and extroversion. So this is section 2. And I wanted to find 2 dictionaries to grasp the meaning of introversion and extroversion. So I found 2 dictionaries, namely Longman Dictionary and Cambridge Dictionary. So according to Cambridge Dictionary, introverted is an adjective that means shy and quiet and unable to make friends easily. And according to Longman Dictionary, introverted means quiet, shy, and doesn't enjoy being with other people. Meanwhile, extroverted is an adjective that expresses energetic and happy and enjoy being with other people. And according to Longman, it is confident, having a confidence and enjoying with other people. So this is the definition by 2 dictionaries about introversion and extroversion. But I want to let you know the real meaning of introversion and extroversion. According to dictionary, introversion means shyness, but actually, introversion is different from being shy. So let me define the meaning of introversion and extroversion. Introversion is how to respond to a given stimulation. In fact, there are so many distinctive definitions about introversion and extroversion. But I want to choose my definition as how to respond to a given stimulation.
To see the bias clearly, you need to understand what introversion is. And it's different from being shy. Shyness is about fear of social judgment. Introversion is more about how you respond to stimulation, including social stimulation. So extroverts really crave large amounts of stimulation, whereas introverts feel at their most alive, and they're most switched on, and they're most capable when they're in quieter, more low-key environments. Not all the time, these things are an absolute, but a lot of the time.
I'm sorry because I play just suddenly, but it is a video clip, TED video clip from speech by Susan Kine, who is a researcher of introversion and extroversion. So she said that introversion is how to respond to a given stimulation. But this definition is so it is not easy to grasp, so I will introduce you an interesting experiment. This is called lemon juice experiment. Lemon juice experiment is very famous in determining the personality of introversion and extroversion. And especially this experiment is conducted in Seoul National University. So it used obviously lemon juices, and we use sponges to measure the amount of saliva secreted. So we by using scales and a sponge, we measure the amount of the saliva. I mean, we are going to measure the amount of saliva after the pouring of drop of this lemon juice. So as a result, as this graph says, introverted cells tend to secrete more saliva, much more saliva than extroverted people. So it means introverts react more sensitively than extroverts do. So it fits with our previous definitions. Okay. And some psychologists said that it is related to why introverted people tend to be shy and quiet, and extroverted people tend to be outgoing and social. That's the reason. Introverts react sensitively, so they are easily preoccupied by small stimulation. So it is impossible for them to meet many people or talk a lot. That's why introverts are shy and quiet. And extroverts is not sensitive, and they are not satisfied with small stimulation. So they crave large amounts of stimulation. So that's why they are talkative and outgoing. So I want to go to the next section that is related to properties of introversion and extroversion. There are some acknowledgements. The first one is a third to half of the population are introverts. So personally, I am introverted people or introvert. So a third to half, quite a large amount of populations are introverts. So, and according to the Carl Jung, who is a psychologist who first popularized these terms, said that there is no pure introversion or extroversion. So, like this figure, there is no pure introversion and extroversion. If some people is purely introverted or extroverted, Carl Jung says that they should be crazy or insane. And that, but most of us is contained in one of them. I mean, most of us are either introverts or extroverts. But some people who is introverted and extroverted simultaneously is called ambivert, like this one. And there is some other interesting things about extroversion. Extroverts tend to feel more happier than introverts, while introverts tend to get higher graded as students than extroverts. So they are high graded and skeptical or critical. And this is on property of introversion, I mean biological property. Some studies says that introversion is related to our biological property. So here is the one. this is a study conducted by Graham Murray of University of Cambridge. Can you hear? I'm sorry. I wish there is a big speaker, but there is no. So he says that personality about introversion is related to structure of the brain. And here is another researcher who said that introversion doesn't change during the growth of the human. So some scholars said that introversion is a biological and genetic property, but it is not sure. I mean, it is very controversial topic, so no one knows what is wrong and what is right. And this is my last subtopic. I found some graphs about personality. So I think this x-axis is about extroversion, and there is, if you look at more carefully, there is Filipino and Korean and Chinese and Japanese, and I think they are they have negative value. I mean, they are very introverted person. Okay. While Americans tend to be very extroverted. And I want to conclude my presentation as the following statement. I want to say that if you meet persons with quiet personality later, I want you not to enforce them to change radically. Rather, please wait a moment and wait until they came closer to you spontaneously. And that's my end of the presentation.